Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sayyid Farhad Ali with you. In this video recording, I will explain a little bit about the computed radiography and digital radiography. CR and GR machine. This is a GR machine through which we can take the radiograph of the patient's body. I'll explain now what are the parts of the DR machine. This is the detector you can see over there. This is the detector which is connected through cables and wires. These are the cables and wires. Okay? And these cables and wires are connected to the computer. And this is the standing bucket. And the standing bucket, there is also a detector. You can see over there the light which is blinking. This is the light in the detector. This is the detector actually inside. Okay, if I flip this over here, I can withdraw also the detector. This is the button through which we can scroll down and up the bucket. Okay, this is the couch or the table by which we can position the patient. If the patient is unable to stand for the x-ray there, and then we can position the patient over here, and there are some of the body parts which we need to position the patient on the table. So this is the table which can move by pressing this foot pedal. When I press this foot pedal, it's the table can move in all direction. You can see over there it's moving here, and you can see over here slides. Okay, this is the table. Now come to the main part of the x-ray tube for the x-ray machine, which is the x-ray tube. This is the x-ray tube. Okay, here you can see some buttons, or this is the button, this one. When we press this button, we can move the table, the x-ray tube towards the table and also towards the bucket, standing bucket. So this is for the motion or giving any angle. Okay, this showing the angle. Now it is on the 0-degree angle. If I want to give some angle, the positive or a negative. Okay, so this is cephalic, or we can say cranial or caudal angle. Here's another button, this one. When we press this button, we can move the x-ray tube sideways. Look, I've pressed the button and it's going here this wise and coming back. Another button through which we can move the x-ray tube up and down. Look over here. This is up and this is down. Here's another button, this one. When we press this button, the bulb inside the x-ray tube will turn on. Look over here. This is the light inside the x-ray tube. Here I'll show you the bulb which is inside the x-ray tube. You can see over there. This is the bulb. This one inside. This is a glass window. Okay. And here inside there are shutters. Look over there. This one. When I scroll this one, it can move towards and away from each other. And this is another one. Up and down, sideways, and up and down. Okay. Now I'll tell you why we are using this one and what is the use of this light. When I turn the light, okay, look over there. These are actually the collimator, the shutters. These shutters are made up of lead. When this is fully closed, the x-ray will not come out of this area because it's fully closed. Now I want to collimate the x-ray beam regarding the body anatomy. Suppose I am doing the radiograph, I'm taking radiograph of the chest x-ray. So for the chest x-ray, I need only to cover this area. Okay. But if the shutters are fully opened, look over here, it's fully opened, and I am exposing at this area, so look over there how much body part will expose. See, all the bucket, the cassette inside and the wall, you can see the light fall on the wall. Look over there. So this the exposure which are going outside here, they are all scattered radiation. To get rid of scattered radiation, we will collimate the beam. How I'm collimating the beam? Through these two. Okay, sidewise and up and down collimation. So this is enough for the chest. Okay, these are regarding collimation. Now suppose we position the patient for the chest x-ray. Here is no patient, but I will expose without any patient. Okay, now the patient is ready there. Everything is balanced here, the collimation, everything. And here is the measuring tape through which we can measure the source to image distance. Okay, this is source. Source means the x-ray tube, and this is imaging detector through which we can get the information from the body. So this is, we can measure the distance between the imaging receptor and the source. Okay, now I will go to the console area. This is the glass which is made up of lead. The X-ray beam cannot pass from this lead glass. We are inside. Okay, this is the control panel where I can set, or we can set the exposure factor. This is the kilovolt. This is the MAs, milliampere second, and this is millisecond. Okay, I can increase by plus by pressing the that's plus button. I can increase the MAs, and here I can increase the kV. Here I can decrease this one. Actually, the MA is used for the number of the X-rays. kV is used, we are using for the strength of the X-ray beam, how much strength we want to give to the X-rays. This is the number of the quantity of the X-rays, and this is the quality of the X-ray. Here we can increase the quantity of the X-ray, and here we can give the penetration, the power. Okay, so we will keep this minimum because this is the actual exposure. And this is ms, mean the time, for how much time we want to expose the patient. This is millisecond, so I will set this very little because this is a blank exposure. Okay, now this is the button. When I press the exposure, the patient will be exposed. The patient is there. This is the monitor. As I told you, I position the patient for the chest x-ray, the chest PA. This the body part with the statue. From here I select the chest. I can select any body part, but I'll go for the chest. This is standing detector, and this is the detector inside the table, so I select the standing. This is chest. Now this is the pressing button or the exposure button. I'll go through two steps. In the first step, I will press this little to make the X-ray tube ready for the exposure, and the other step, I will press this totally to expose the patient. Okay, at fully exposed, the image is processing. Come here. So there are no patient. That's why only this area has been exposed. And now from here, I'll print the film. Okay, I need this one. You can choose here the size of the film, which size you want. This is 1417, the back size. You can decrease the sizes over here. Okay, whatever size of the film you want. And by pressing the print button, you can print the film, but I don't want to print. I don't want to waste one of the film.